broken the curse and freed my soul, I'll never have to kill again.
Really?
Hey! So I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I haven't had the time to get around to do it until now. As you can see, I'm in my Omori garb. And I have finally gotten the time to do this, so I really want to talk about it. So, as you guys know, I am a fanfic writer, and I have been for a very long time. I have been since I was about 10 years old. And today I would like to talk about one of said fanfics. This is the fanfic that is my most popular and the one that I would consider my best one so far. However, looking back on it about a year or two later, I think it would be good to examine the flaws and how it could have been better and how it holds up today. It's themed in Omori and it's called Turnin' Pale. Fanfiction, as you probably guessed from the title, was inspired by Turning Red. It was a Turning Red AU to be exact. And in this, Sunny went through a similar transformation, only he became a something rather than a red panda, for obvious reasons. This was very emphasized between his and Mari's relationship and how it was affected. This was a Mari Lives AU, by the way, obviously. And it explored how they slowly grew apart due to his curse, and how he was dealing with the changes coming with the curse, and how it affected everyone around him. There's also the subplot with Kim being really gay for Aubrey and wanting to get Sunny out of the way so she could be with her, and yeah. It was about 15 chapters long. It was completed in March 2023, while it started in September 2022. I took a small hiatus in between as it was winter and I was busy celebrating my birthday and Hanukkah and just dealing with winter sadness. You know, it's very typical. And I decided to publish it fully on AO Free. I'm considering distributing on Wattpad as well, but unfortunately Wattpad is kind of dead, so I haven't really tried to yet. And, well, it's an old fanfiction at this point, so I don't really see the point. Anyway, this fanfiction was the one I considered to be my best one. As in, I spent the most time on it, the most people enjoyed it, and it currently sits at about 250 kudos on AO Free, which is honestly something I'm pretty proud of. However, between all of that, how does it hold up nowadays? Turnin' Pale was written when I first joined the Omori fanbase. And with that, you can probably guess that there are things I would have gone back on to improve. First off, I would have made certain things more canon accurate. While it wasn't AU, of course, there were certain things I did get wrong, like the placement of Mari and Sunny's rooms, Aubrey's behavior, which was actually really hard considering how different the dream world and real world versions of her are, and things like that. Like, sure, they're just minute details, but they are things I would have gone back on and fixed if I had written this fanfic in this time period. Another thing to mention is that I was about 17 or 18 years old at the time when I wrote it, and that being said, I was not as experienced when it came to analysis and the like when it came to script writing, as I am currently in theater in college, which I'm currently at. I'm 20 years old now, and I have been learning certain things that you should look over before you post. And with that in mind, I've been working on making a new full-length fanfiction, which I'll be talking about in a bit, that will be looking over more than this one was. The other thing I can think of is a common criticism I got for this fanfiction. The common criticism was the fact that it had a very uneven tone. And looking back on it, yeah, I could see it. The story could go from really cute and wholesome at certain points to really angsty in others, and sometimes just downright depressing. Like, I could clearly tell that I was trying to experiment with a full-length angst fanfiction, as my previous fanfiction had all been very lighthearted. I'll actually be probably talking about those in another video. And this one was a first attempt into doing something a little more, dark. And with that being said, if I was able to go back and change up this fanfiction a bit, I would work on the tone. I would make it all a lot more even than it was. Also, I inserted myself as a background character, but we don't talk about. In conclusion, while there are things I would like to change about Turning Pale, it's always going to remain a special place in my heart, as the Omori fandom is honestly one of the best fandoms I've ever been in and has some of the best memories I've had in recent years. With that being said, I do feel a little sad looking back at this fanfiction, as it does remind me of times that I had lost. Sorry. And those times I had lost were from before the Friday Night Funkin' community chose to make me their new target. Watch my video on that for my whole story about that. And I do miss having a much more peaceful, drama-free life where I never had to worry about drama outside of 1 or 2 tiny fights with people inside projects and the like. And I do hope for better times. With that being said, I am planning to write another full-length fan fiction. And yes, if you couldn't guess, it's going to be Omori related. So, keep a little eye out. And keep an eye out for my one-shots too. Thank you very much. I hope you all enjoy your day.